Oh. Oh, we live. We live, but I should probably turn on the video capture device. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We are Livity Live. Fantastico. Okay, we're almost ready to start. Wanna do one thing here. There you is. Eat. And I hope I get to see my regular. I hope the farting ant drops by. Like, that'll be sick. I haven't talked to him in a bit. In a long bit since I talked to the farting ant. Let's not have it be that much longer. I would appreciate it if it wasn't. I'd like to talk to him. Yeah. So, explosion, my dude. What is up? How you doing, buddy? How are you doing? We're gonna play this. We're gonna talk. It's gonna be amazing. All right, so we just finished playing games and stuff. I hear that. Okay, so this is the third chapter, or arc. So we're going a new game, and we're going very hard. Very hardo. Very hardo. Compendium. Dawn. Let's review the facts, the scholar said to me. Earth scientists have hypothesized so-called parallel worlds, other versions of Earth and its surroundings, expanding indefinitely like mirrored reflections. If true, that would mean that Earth not only has one future, but many. In other words, oh, is this where they explain the quantum time lock and all that shit? Think of it like this. The you that you are aware of exists somewhere upon this timeline. It might sound unreal. Humans aren't equipped to perceive, let alone traverse, the wall between worlds. But what if I put it another way? Think of these parallel worlds as other possibilities. Imagine what might have been in your life. Think of the connections that were cut off and thrown away. Options you see now in retrospect that you would never have considered at the time. Picture how your life today might be different had those what-ifs come to pass. All those variant futures in everyone's lives make up the vast array of parallel worlds. Your actions, those of the you in this present moment on this particular timeline, can change the world in any number of ways. That proves such possibilities are alive, and that your world exists on the proper axis. Conversely, A world where the future cannot be changed, regardless of your choices, can have no parallel worlds. Such a world is nothing but a dead end, but solitary and singular, with a past as immutable as its future. I really like how they make it look like magic circuits, too. Kind of fantastic. This is a necessary evil, a byproduct of the way parallel worlds are structured together. After all, a world where humanity made radically different choices would bear very little resemblance to the world you know. Some worlds may have crumbled by making all the worst choices. Others may have made all the right ones and rocketed ahead, perhaps too far ahead. In either case, that world can no longer be said to resemble ours, and once a world moves out of sync, it is no longer parallel. Why wouldn't those worlds become solitary, you ask? Could the people in those worlds not still make different choices? Unfortunately, no. This dimension contains a finite amount of energy, and has none to spare for creating new worlds from the worlds gone so far astray. Oh, universe is dickhole. If parallel worlds continue to increase in this manner, their number would eventually exceed the capacity of this dimension. Parallel worlds must exist, but in a manageable quantity. By my own rough calculations, and judging by the civilization of Earth alone, this solar system would collapse within 100 years if the parallel worlds expanded without limits. The solar system would collapse. Think about that. It would collapse. Like, the sun would eat all the planets and then probably go into a black hole or something. Seeing as how we do, in fact, live and multiply, the solar system is clearly not oversaturated with possibilities at this time. If I extrapolate that this dimension can sustain our existence... No, I'm sorry, not if I extrapolate that this dimension can sustain our existence for the next 100 million years. The system works thusly. At regular intervals, the dimension takes stock of the possibilities it contains, and only allows certain outcomes, those that would not cause undue difficulty in managing the next generation, to remain. As for the unneeded parallel worlds, the system closes off their futures. Specifically, every 100 years, it calculates how many worlds will last another 100 years, and supports those worlds only. Ooh. Have you heard of the law of conservation of mass? This could be called the law of conservation of events. Yeah, as if physics wasn't bad enough. And so, the civilizations in these numerous parallel worlds line up with one another. Think of it all as a giant tree. Only the trunk at the center can grow tall. The branches may bear fruit, but eventually they reach their limit and fall without reaching the future. You understand, yes? There are no parallel worlds for a world that has evolved too fast or crumbled too quickly. Such worlds are merely dead ends whose outcomes are predetermined. It's some dark shit. And so, there is a set time frame in which these branches are trimmed. Extra possibilities are removed, and future histories, once fluid, turn to stone. The mages of the old world called this time frame the foundation of humanity. Such laws apply to the moon cell as well. The moon cell is a self-updating observatory, which continues to record every incident and possibility on Earth. You could say it makes the same observations on parallel worlds. It's all quite vexing. But in any case, the so-called foundation of humanity governs the moon just as it does the Earth, tracking the various spiritron worlds and determining where their futures will come to an end. Once one passes that event horizon, there is no turning back, nor turning aside. Any lingering ifs become might have beens. It is the work of a great invisible hand. No, of a god's invisible hammer. I have named this point in time the Quantum Time Lock. The event compilation set by an absolute observer. I assume the absolute observer is Akasha? I don't know. Someone. I vaguely remember being there for that long lecture. I passed through a deep, deep darkness for so long I felt my consciousness fade. To the end of Seraph, and then I set foot into the forbidden territories, where even the light of the moon cell could not reach. Well, let me thank you, Musico. It's all thanks to you that we made it this far. Beyond this wall is the Zero Dark, the domain of the umbral star fragment that flew in from space and burrowed into the moon cell. Normally, a system manager like myself would never be able to go there, but your assistance has made it possible. Are you at peace with this? You know that Seraph must be protected against all external threats. That is the responsibility of the one who bears the regalia, the prize and the burden of the victor, or the victor of the Holy Grail. Understand? I understand. Leave it to me. Very good. That's the spirit. Hold your head high and wield your power without hesitation. I nod in agreement and look up at the wall again. It's huge. Seraph has its giant structures, but it's still rare to see anything on this scale. The bizarre architecture gives me the impression of a prison, capable of holding tens of thousands of prisoners. I feel an urge to touch the wall. It's hard as diamond, smooth as silk. Normally, Seraph only builds objects out of the same materials found on Earth. The touch alone tells me this stone came from somewhere else. There's no doubt this belongs to an invader, something from beyond the Earth, made from pseudo-spiritron. Just as Archimedes said, it's an external threat. I'm afraid. Anyone would be. Inside this place sleeps a monster who nearly destroyed both the Earth and the Moon. And now they expect me, one lone wizard, to defeat it. Only Saber were here. That's not possible. If we were to bring a powerful servant here, the enemy would sense our intrusion. However strong or high-ranking a servant might be, nothing from the moon cell could ever defeat the vanguard of the umbral star. There's only one way to win. We must use the regalia to slay the monster before it awakens. That's why you and I are here. Besides, you wouldn't want to waste your servant's life in a hopeless battle, would you? But what was that? The monster must be stirring in its sleep. Well, how perfectly horrible. But that also means I'm right. The enemy hasn't noticed just the two of us yet. This is our best chance to strike off its head. Let's sneak in through this breach. Please don't make a sound. Is everything clear, Musico? Time and space are terribly unstable here, like melting candy. This place is somehow both infinitely large and infinitely small. 14,000 years ago, the umbral star, Nova, came to this solar system. And it came in this. A piece of the umbral star plunged into the other side of the moon and physically dug itself into the moon cell core. It hacked the moon cell from the inside, creating its own territory within the pseudo-spiritron world. The moon cell severed its network from the fragment of the umbral star, sealing the corruption here in the Zero Dark. But that was all it could do. It managed to protect itself, but not the Earth. The umbral star pillaged the moon cell's resources and sent its own data to Earth, creating a physical body. That was the White Titan that devastated Earth at the time. It was known as Sephiroth, the Anti-Self. Up ahead is its true form, monster born only to destroy civilizations. Do you hear me, Musico? Be on your guard, and don't ever die. If you want to protect Seraph, if you want to see your servant again, do not hesitate. Yo, gold! I like gold! I gasp at the unexpected view. Beyond the darkness is not some alien hellscape, but an old cave. It wouldn't be out of place anywhere else in Seraph. Please do not be deceived. This is not the true nature of the Emerald Star. It is only a facsimile of Earth-like scenery. Though I can understand your reaction, even my eyes were deceived for a moment. Who could imagine that the Titan that destroyed the Earth would be sealed away in a room with such treasures? Treasure? Gold? The floor of the cave is buried in it. A vast, endless mountain of coins, sinking and falling as we walk. The shining hoard reflects the light that streams in from the ceiling, softly illuminating the room. Amidst all the treasure is a giant altar. I've heard rumors of a Mayan temple somewhere underground on Earth, and this cave definitely reminds me of some lost world relic. But I don't see any sign of the enemy. The altar seems like the most likely place to look. Quiet. Don't make a sound when you step. I told you, the enemy's already in front of us. Please be more careful. The enemy's already in front of us? No. No, it can't be. As my eyes lift slowly upwards, I try to breathe as quietly as I can. There. A Titan with white hair and dark skin is sleeping on top of the altar. Oh, she's got that nurse outfit on too. Let's go! I literally can't believe my eyes. It's not that I'm terrified. It doesn't even feel frightening at all. It's just, I'm not used to seeing anything that huge. My perception can't keep up. I've seen a number of strange or giant weapons before in the past. I've seen things much more terrible than what's in front of me now. But even so, none of it compares. The impact of seeing it slams through my head, leaves me paralyzed. In some distant, abstract way, I'm ashamed of myself. Humans can accept the existence of all kinds of other creatures, but the idea of a greater, grander human feels like a threat to our very existence. How could anything with this much mass even move and breathe? How could any human do to stop it? The stone monument of Altamira, the Titan of Sephir. This is the magnitude of the being who can destroy even the moon. Now, we must strike at once. Use the regalia to call on the power of the moon cell and take its head off. As hard as I'm shaking right now, I can barely hear Archimedes screaming at me. I'm in awe. The same awe people must have felt when they saw their gods in ancient times. I've almost forgotten how to breathe. But I can't freeze up forever. This is it. Right in front of me, the vanguard of the Emerald Star itself, destroyer of the Earth and the Moon. I come to my senses and strike or hold back. I'm gonna hold back. No, I shouldn't do it. I can't quite explain why, but killing it like this feels wrong. The ground shakes. The mountain rises. Her movements are so dignified and graceful that I can still barely believe what I'm seeing. The cave's atmosphere changes. I can feel a blackness eating away at my heart. I can feel myself being crushed under terrible lies. My eyes are working, but I feel like I've just gone blind. Whatever it is, it's enormous. I can't take it in all at once. This itself, is a piece of the Umbral Star, the Earth-ravaging Titan, the absolute threat to humanity. And it's waking up, and it knows we're here. Good morning. Who are you? She has to know I'm an intruder, but her words are calm and articulate. Where's it go? Hurry with the regalia! She's still waking up. We still have time! Hurry! Now's the time to end this monster's life! Archimedes' repeated warnings echo in my head. But... is she really a monster? I can't hurt her. There's no way. I don't feel any hostility from her. No intent to kill. The Titan, Sephir, as Archimedes calls her, doesn't seem to want to hurt us at all. In fact, it's just the opposite. I feel embarrassed that we came here just to kill her. I feel embarrassed that we came here... okay, I'll get it right this time. I got this. In fact, it's just the opposite. I feel embarrassed that we came to kill her just because of her size. She's trying to be considerate towards us. She's keeping her movements as slight as possible in order not to scare us, and she's waiting for us to make a move. In other words, now's the time to talk with her. I can't believe this. What are you doing? You are the protector of the Moon Cell, and of Seraph, wielder of the regalia. Yes, she's terrifying. Yes, she looks human, but whatever her disguise, she is not human at all. We have no choice but to slay her. We are prisoners, and this is the only way to be free. You are the one. You have to do it. Don't you see? This is why the regalia exists. This is why the Moon Cell exists. The regalia. I see. The Moon Cell chose to seal itself off for me. That was the obvious choice, but much too simple. So that means, yes, you're the ones who's going to fight me. That's why you snuck into my sleeping quarters. The Titan's eyes fill with hostility. Her consideration is gone. I can see she's a true warrior. I'm not. Now that she's identified a threat, I know she'll show no mercy. How foolish. This isn't even an ant challenging a human. This is an ant challenging a Titan. Ah, my goodness. Humans do love their pointless gestures. She shows no hesitation. She turns half her body one way, but that's just misdirection. Then she reaches down with a ridiculously giant hand and grabs me with the force of an avalanche. She won the claw game! Woo! It's impossible to dodge. This isn't even a battle. She just grabs me, squeezes all the air out of my lungs, clamping me between her fingers. I feel her raising me high off the floor. I try to resist, but I can't move a single muscle. My body creaks and cracks in protest. Am I really going to be squeezed to death? How could this happen? How could this happen? How could this happen so fast? Wonderful, wonderful! You're wonderful, Sephir. I knew you could do it, but so easily after all this. Oh, this is so sweet. I was ready to strike from behind just in case, but you finished it in one swipe. Marvelous. Good day, and thank you for all your hard work, my foolish sovereign. The moon cell miscalculated when it chose you. I can hear Archimedes' voice. What is he saying? You still don't know, Tamarask. Typical. You never suspected a thing, all the way here. I'm lucky you were such a kind-hearted soul. If the regalia had fallen to someone more selfish, they never would have trusted me. One more lesson. Pay attention. Evil people, for all the chaos they inspire, have always left the world intact. So who's to blame now? It's obvious, isn't it? Whenever the world really goes to hell, it's because of someone like you, with all your good intentions. Now then, you understand the situation, Zephyr? The regalia is literally in your hand. No servant could properly destroy it, but an anti-cell like you should have no problem. Destroy the regalia, shut down the moon cell's functions, and strike the hour of Velber's coming. Velber's coming. You're not a servant of the moon cell. Who are you? Why did you betray this human? What? Are you so curious? I was given to understand you were a mindless destroyer. Must be an excess of superfluous functions. I said superfluous. I did it! On the first go! No matter, I am Archimedes, the former system admin of the moon cell. Now, I'm the same as you. I too await the arrival of the Umbral Star. I am a servant who sides with Velber, no more, no less. Or can you not tell that on sight? Like you, I have pledged my body to the Umbral Star. Archimedes is Velber's servant? Damn it, what the hell? I know I'm not that smart, but I wouldn't have thought he was playing me for a fool. No, now's not the time to be angry at myself. I just have to get out of here. If I die now, like this, I'll never be able to show my face around Saber or the others again. Quite literally, dude. You'll be dead. You'll be dead. Useless. Do you not understand that the more you resist, the more you'll suffer? Humans are beyond understanding. Even though they have access to irrefutable logic, they hide from it within hopes and feelings. And now this fool sees what comes of that. Go ahead, Zephyr. Crush that flawed little mess and the regalia with it. You're right. This human has nothing of value but the regalia, and I am here to destroy the moon cell. Exclamation point! It's no use. I can't escape. I can't move an inch. It's as if the entire world is pressing against me. And in another few seconds, I'll be ground meat. It's hopeless. Will I die, just as Archimedes planned? It's terrifying, obviously, but it's also infuriating. I feel like some sort of big, important chance being taken away from me. That's it. This is wrong. It's not supposed to end here. I think back to when I first walked in and saw her. Archimedes hadn't interfered. This whole encounter could have gone very differently. I think that has to mean something. I access the regalia. I search for a way to break out of this situation. I find one in a fraction of a second. The physical body cannot be transferred out of this territory, but the mind and soul can be split and transferred away. This is reckless. It's basically certain death. It might not save me, but at least I'll be out of here. It's almost a kind of suicide, but all I want to do right now is disappear. I don't care. It's not like I have any other choice. Well, this isn't the first time I've been this desperate. Hopefully, it won't be the last. What? Transferring through the regalia? No, we're in the Zero Dark. There's no way you could transfer out of here. Although, since you do own the regalia, in theory, it might be possible to... Wait. That boy must be insane. Even he would never use that option. I just want to imagine, like her catching him like a hacky sack, trying to catch him. I think that'd be hilarious. I saw 2 of them transfer out of my cave. What just happened? Impossible. How could this happen? No one could ever be that desperate. Splitting the regalia and yourself into 3 pieces? Splitting into 3. That's... Wow, reckless. It's because you were slacking off, Zephyr. Why'd you hesitate to make the kill? That was our enemy. You are wrong. I had no interest in killing that human. What? 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 It's true that we don't need to keep the regalia's owner alive. I didn't need to kill him either. That boy had no hostility toward me. I won't kill him until I've repaid this favor. I will make that boy mine. Know that you cannot touch him without my permission. What? You call yourself the vanguard of the Umbral Star? Are you just muscle, or are you really that slow? Remember why you exist, Anti-Cell. You are the White Titan. From the tier of the star, your duty is to call Velver forth. You're a nuisance. I will perform my duty. I will conquer the Moon Cell and destroy the land. And Velver will come. My role, my existence, it cannot be changed. But you displease me, Archimedes. She red-eyed him. Got red eye? Get clear eye. I won't hold back next time. Don't show your face in front of me again. Ugh, how pointless. Are you just another emotional idiot? Very well. No matter what, you cannot rebel against the Umbral Star. Bring down the Moon Cell any way you like, but bring it down. I'll handle things my own way. You stay here in this prison and protect that shell of a human. It's good. Oh, good. I'm in a huge room. A sealed pit. Like a temple, or an underwater cave, or a prison. Why am I here? I don't know where I am, or what happened to me, or even who I am at all. My back hurts. I can hardly breathe. I can't even move my body. My name. I do know my own name. But even now, there's something my entire being is trying to tell me. I need to run. I need to get out. I don't need to know what's going on. I need to go now and figure it out later. A Titan? I gasp as I try to understand. I don't understand. Of course I don't. This is a dream. That's why my head feels so light. Anything can happen right now. But if I close my eyes, I'm sure I'll wake right up. A Titan! I just imagine like, running around, what am I doing? Oh man. Running through a sea of gold coins is hard enough, but no matter how far I run, the exit doesn't get any closer. The space has been altered somehow. I'll never reach that exit. I'll never reach that exit, and I know it. If it were possible to leave, Titan already would have. You just don't learn, do you? Scrambling under my feet like that is very annoying. Her giant hand swoops down toward me. I remember an old fairy tale about a boy who climbed a beanstalk into the sky. He found a giant's house there, was caught by the giant himself. No, I can't escape. He's got me. The giant has me right in the palm of her hand. I can still breathe, but I can't move. She's going to kill me. I know it. A long moment passes in total silence. Then I dare to open one eye. See? No more running. Guess that makes you my prisoner now, doesn't it? I look into her eyes. I see not a cold-blooded monster, but a being with reason and heart. On a side note, how did that story of the boy and the giant end again? Oh, are you... I try to be careful, but are you hurt somewhere? I fall back on her hand and shake my head to show that I'm okay. Titan lets out a sigh of relief. I'm Altera, and this cavern is my domain. Now, what's your name? Can you tell me? Awakening on Thin Ice. Chapter 1. Fight! Give me just a moment, everybody. Just a moment. I'm clicking all the buttons. Clicking all the buttons. Settings. Favorite. Okay. How that works. Eat-o burrito. Boop. Alright, let's continue. The question is so surprising that I jerk involuntarily. Musico Tamarask, I tell her. My name, the only 2 words that I own for myself. I try not to look away as I say them. Ah, Musico. I'm not too familiar with human names, but yours has such a nice ring. Alright, Musico, it is. Don't worry, I'll never forget it. Her smile shows a mix of shyness and humility. I feel dizzy, and I almost fall out of her hand. A moment ago, she looked like a mountain of death. But now... how can she seem so beautiful now? I'd expect those red eyes to be full of menace, but instead they look more like eyes of a benevolent goddess. Wait, hold on. Am I thinking straight? Wasn't I running away in mortal terror just a minute ago? It's not like I've forgotten that, but, well, for one thing, I don't even know why she grabbed me in the first place. Are you wounded? You don't seem to have any cuts. Thank goodness. But did you hit your head? That's where memories are stored, even in digital bodies. Right? Memories? Now that she reminds me, I can't remember much of anything. Not even why I'm here. What is this cave anyway? What am I doing here? Bigger question. Who am I? I have no idea. None at all. My memories are completely blank. You seem confused. I can't blame you. I don't know much about myself either. You don't even know what kind of being I am, do you? Well, she's right about all of that. All I know is that I'm here with the name Musico in a digital body, staring up at a giant woman. Wait, digital body? Right, because this is Seraph on the moon. I'm a wizard. That's why I have this body. Or at least it's why I should. I fought in the Holy Grail War as a Spiritron hacker. I was one of the masters who strived for the moon cell. I made a contract with a servant who fought for me. Okay, if I can remember that much, what else can I remember? Who was my servant? That, my dismay. I can't remember at all. I remember we fought all kinds of battles together, and... please don't move around so much. You were just... Oh! You goofy fuck! Why'd you jump out of her hand? Moving freely now, I jump straight down. There's something I need to do. I don't remember why, but I know I have a duty. The drive to do it is burning in my chest. Protect Seraph. The words ring through my head like a bell. You just don't seem to learn. Such a tiny body, you treat it so carelessly. Do you not see that it's pointless? No human can escape from it. I could grab you again, no effort at all. Why would you even try to run? I can't properly answer that. Even if I open my mouth right now, all I'd be able to tell her is the truth, or as little as I understand of it. I have to escape. Even if I don't know where I am or what's going on, I feel in my gut that I can't obey her. I have to go against her. That's right. It's like that purpose has been burned into my heart. Oh no. I see. Well, that could lead to something else then. Even though you were the one who tried talking to me. What is she talking about? I know this much. With her, any mistake I make could be my last. She's obviously more dangerous than any other servant. But, is there more to her than that? What am I not seeing? What have I forgotten? I know I've forgotten something. Right. So what I need to do now is stay calm. I have to keep my head down, keep my eyes and ears open, gather all the information I can, and figure out what's happening. I bow my head and close my mouth tight as I look the Titan over. Despite her overwhelming size, she has a very feminine, almost delicate appearance. If I start talking again, she might listen. So the first thing I say to her is, "Are we enemies?" Well, so you remember that much. That's unfortunate, but perhaps unavoidable. I knew we'd have to discuss it eventually. I am Altera, and I am, without a doubt, your enemy. No, your people's enemy. My goal is to invade Seraph, take control of the moon cell, and to destroy and consume all civilizations on the planet Earth. By Earth's calendars, the umbral star invades from the depths of space every 14,000 years, and I am its vanguard. I'm the enemy of all life, and the destroyer of all civilizations. The records of Sephir the White Titan refer to me at my most terrible. What she said sounds unbelievable, but I know it's the truth. Not because she triggered some other memory of mine, but because her voice and expression convinced me beyond any doubt. A monster with the power and the bearing of a goddess. Sorry. And she's declared war on humanity. She said so herself. You're quite brave. I can see you shaking. You're still trying to stand up to me. Just as I'd expect from the Moon Cell's chosen defender. At least, that's what I would expect, if you could resist it all. You have no freedom to do any such thing, now that you're my prisoner. No, big lady! No! Oh, that's neat. Didn't I tell you? You're my prisoner now. You know what servants are? They're work spirits bound by contracts to masters. Well, I'm a little different, but I still have a high-level digital body, so I can make a contract with you. And in making you my master, I've made you mine in every other sense. Master? That doesn't sound right. Masters are supposed to give orders to their servants, not the other way around. Gilgamesh would beg to differ, though. This is all wrong. Oh, right you are. I was able to borrow a bit of the Holy Grail's architecture to redefine our relationship. So it's not what you'd normally expect. In any case, you're now officially my prisoner, with a capital P. Your existence is tied to mine, and you can't escape in any way. Yes, I needed someone like you. I can't leave this cavern. Someone has to roam Seraph in my place. I can't leave, she says. I can relate to that. But wait, she wants me to roam Seraph without her? Yes, that's right. I won't lie to you. You're my prisoner after all. I have no reason to lie to you, do I? So, how about it? Will you grant my wish? A wish, is it? I wonder if I have a choice. Can I say no? You want to refuse? In your situation? Well, I suppose it's your decision. I would consider it a betrayal, and then I'd have to treat you less kindly. A shiver runs up my spine. She's still calm and civil, but she's also well beyond deadly. I'd better not betray her right now. Oh, dinner time. Oh no, alarm system. Sorry. Ah, there it is. My alarm system. It automatically senses when the enemy is advancing into the Zero Dark. The Moon Cell has likely summoned a top servant to kill me in order to maintain its world order. There's no more time to delay your decision. Your debut is at hand, prisoner. Fight that servant for me, and I'll let you consider it a short break from the cage. What do you say to that? Let me out and I'll fight for you. Thank you very much. I knew you'd see it my way. Agreeing with her seems to be the best strategy for now. It might be the only way out of this cavern. So I nod along. Escape is still my #1 priority, but I'll have to make it a long-term goal. Great. Then I'm counting on you, Master. Take care. I'm sure you'll be just fine. Though you are up against a powerful heroic spirit, top servant, as I said. Please do be careful. Huh, no one's here. I wasn't sure I could ever escape. I certainly didn't think it would be this easy. But what was she thinking when she let me leave? Does she really need me to go fight for her? Did she think I'd just obey her without anything more than words to seal the deal? Well, I'll have plenty of time to think about that once I get out of here. I need to find someplace quiet and sort out what's been happening. Did you think you'd manage to escape? How unfortunate. You're still my prisoner, inside or outside the cabin. Altera's in front of me. She's the size of a normal human now, but it's still definitely her. Same smooth skin, same bright hair and clothes. She said she couldn't go outside. I don't think she was lying, but then the woman in front of me is... Honestly, I have no idea. There she is, looking just like the bigger Altera I left behind. I failed to escape, that much. You're surprised, yet so calm. Has being a master hardened your nerves? Your resolve will make you a suitable warrior. Regardless, the main body can't leave the cabin. What you're seeing is a figure made from the main body's dreams. Don't strain yourself thinking about it. Just think of us as separate aspects of a single person. I'm your servant, prisoner. Like any other heroic spirit, in a sense. Let's eliminate the enemy together. I don't quite get it, but I'll take her at her word. I'll call her Altera too, then. Call me whatever you want. I'll do the same for you. I like the bigger main you better. I don't know how it works exactly, but the Titan in the cavern must be the main body. They look the same except for their scale, but if I had to pick one as the most beautiful, I'd have to go with the taller one. What? The bigger one made the stronger impression, is what I'm trying to say. I see. I don't quite understand, but I'm sure she'd be happy to hear your opinion. So if the two of them are the same person... Okay, let's make this easier. I'll call this one in front of me Hero Altera, and the one in the cave Titan Altera. Let's see what she thinks about that. I'd say that's a waste of breath. If it's easier for you, then fine. Now, let's go. We have to wipe out the invaders. Oh, one thing first. Give it to me. He wants it. He wants it really bad. He wants it enough. Take it. That's sword point. Buy it. I mean the regalia. I don't know what you were thinking. Give her what? Can't think of anything right now. All I have is my life. Its digital body. No. You have the ring. Hand it over. Give it to me, and you'll truly be my prisoner. I won't take no for an answer. Now, don't waste any more of my time. You can't threaten me into giving her what I don't have. But as soon as I try to tell her that, I remember I have my life, my body, and this ring on my left hand. Is this some sort of mystic code? No, it isn't. It looks like one, but it's far more powerful. Should I hand it over to someone like her? I'd love to take more time and think that over, but I really don't have the time right now. Not like that. It won't mean anything unless you put it on. Now, do it. Don't hesitate. It's a strange feeling. I imagine this is how a knight might feel when stripped of his sword and rank. Actually, it's almost like I'm taking her in holy matrimony. Good. Wise decision, Lucifer. This is the ring that rules over Seraph, the regalia that grants the royal authority of the Moon Cell. By bestowing this ring on me, you've cemented our bond. I'm sure you can feel our connection through the command seals. I heard the command seals. The ring to rule Seraph, the Moon Cell's royal authority. Did I just hand the enemy something unthinkable? On top of that, the command seals... What I just did can't ever be taken back. No need to panic now. If you'd refused, I would have killed you. You did the right thing, warrior or not. Wouldn't have... Warrior or not, you wouldn't have wanted to die in vain. That aside, you're right about not being able to take it back. You are now officially my prisoner, forever. Get in the ring, boy! Now, let's take care of the enemy. You stay in there. Don't worry, I'll let you roam around for a bit after the battle. In the meantime, feel free to use Codecast, if you're willing to lend a hand. I think this one, I can't change Codecasts yet. Like, even if I'm defeated, like, I can't go back and change the Codecast. Pretty sure that's how it is. When will I awaken from the dream? Oh no, I got it. Let's see. I like that. Oh, spin around. Now kill the plant. Yo! I killed the other aggressor like right away. Alright, so now there's a... Oh, Iskandar! My dude! My dude! Alright. Grab the Phantasm Circuit from here. We'll finish off Iskandar with the Phantasm. That'll be fun. Oh, Ice Beam! It's Marvel, baby! Marvel, baby! Never give up! How do I... Okay, so Altera has the gauge down at the bottom. Like, it says ready, but I don't remember how to activate that. Is it like shield and triangle? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's shield and triangle. but I can't turn it off. Oh, fuck. Right, where's the last one? Where are you at? Get over here. Oh. There you is. Got it. Okay, so our last area, this one. I really hope they change how Altera plays in Extella. I really do. Oh. Huh? Top servants are capable of controlling enemy programs, probably because the moon cell allows them to. There are more of them here than I'd expect. Enemy programs, attack programs, to put it more precisely. Coded by the moon cell, they attack enemy targets automatically. A normal wizard would have trouble controlling even one, but here, there's an army of them. And here Altera destroys one after another with calm, cold precision. She's like a fighting machine, reaping through her enemies without hesitation or remorse. Knowing she aims to destroy the world, I wasn't planning on helping her with my code casts. But I guess that's a moot point, since she clearly doesn't need them. I slaughter my enemies. That's all I do. It's all I'm good for. It's all I need to be good for. It seems my enemy has brilliant sword skills. He destroyed so many of my troops, just like that. Attack programs. Is that what they're called? No souls, no will, but you know, I think they're cute in their own way. Like how they rush into battle for the King of Conquerors, not caring that they might get smashed. They're no elites, but they'll do. Anyway, why don't you think you went a little too hard on them? At least show some passion about it, will you? The King of Conquerors. You are Iskandar of Macedonia. Indeed, I am the King of Conquerors, the one and only. And no one else outside of mighty Persia is worthy of the name Iskandar. What about yourself? You know who I am, but what do I call you? Altera. I've never heard that name. I can think of a few warriors with strength like yours, but no idea who you are. Have you got a skill to hide your true identity? No, or I'd see a black fog around you. He's so relaxed, even as he chats with us on the battlefield. We haven't yet experienced the depths of his mana or the power of his noble phantasm, but it's already clear that he's a great hero. This is the top servant who is meant to save Seraph, a great hero summoned to defeat Altera. Anyway, it doesn't matter what your true name is. You know why I'm here, right? To fix Seraph and take out this Titan, or whatever it is. You look tiny for a Titan, although I do like that noble phantasm. All that being said, take my advice. Stay out of my path. And if I refuse, then I have no choice but to ride right through you. My policy is never make detours. That's a good policy. Do what you have to, King of Conquerors. Well, I may have been out of the game for a while, but I can still teach you a thing or two, so listen up. What you're doing here, it's not trampling. It's not a rampage. You're not even conquering anything. It's... It looks like you had your reasons. I was going to scold you for being out of control, but I see I can't expect you. Well, who am I to criticize the way you live? What am I doing giving out life advice anyway? Alright, so that just leaves one thing. If I can't reason with you, let's fight it out. Then you'll understand. Altera, I challenge you to a duel. Witness the way of the King of Conquerors. I will trample down the road you stand on. You're gonna trample down my road. That's dirty. There we go. We're gonna dump whatever Extella I've got right into it. Then we're gonna power up right away. Oh, I did not need to do that. Nova Fades has some time. Let's go. Come on, Mars. Give me your energy. Laser beams! It's what we do. This is the hospital we work in. Where you at? There you go. Hope he runs out of moon mode soon. I don't like having to keep running away from him. Especially in that moon mode where his circle attacks will break guard. Alright, I think we got it. I think he's gonna die from this. If he doesn't, maybe we'll get the moon mode. There we go. We got him. Yo, we got EX on everything. Okay. Your philosophy doesn't apply to me. This is the end result. Even if you held back, it's clear that you lost, King of Conquerors. Compared to Iskandar's passion, Altera is completely mechanical. Her thoughts are as clear as her body is fierce. Without any regard for her own life, without a spark of warmth, Altera fights like an avalanche. She wins. Leave everything to the strongest. Weren't those your last words, great king? Now you'll hear them from me, the strongest of all. Well, I can't argue with that. A loss is a loss. I'll serve you. I, Rider Iskandar, will join the White Hero Altera for now. Wield my strength at the best of your ability. If you can harness it, that is. I don't ever remember feeling this kind of ecstatic excitement before. It must be coming from him. Even if he has his own agenda, he admitted his loss straight away. King of Conquerors, Iskandar. I don't think we've ever met, but I know his name. He was one of the great kings in the world. He commanded many ferocious warriors. see him standing there, with his fearless grin, and his magnetism radiate off him. I have no need to harness it. I'll pave the path of destruction, and you follow. The battles ahead will most likely be your last. I herald the end of civilization on Earth, the end of everything. But what will that mean for Extella herself? She's the polar opposite of the King of Conquerors, cold, calculating destroyer. You've defeated the protector of the world. Will you ever be anything but my enemy? We did it! Chapter 1 down. Oh my god! Oh my god! The ring was so tight! You did well. You didn't lift a finger for me. You still did your duty as a master by supplying me with mana. You must be very tired. Get a good rest. Inside the cavern, of course. After winning the battle, you were welcomed back home with empty silence. It couldn't hurt for Extella to gather her new recruits in this room. Specifically, could she maybe call the King of Conquerors in here? I don't plan to summon him here without a good reason. When the time comes for him to ride into battle, then I'll call him. This is the Zero Dark. It's a place for no one else but you and I. That makes sense. If this is the Umbral Star's territory, it would be hard for even a top servant to keep materializing here. After all, this place belongs to the world's greatest enemy. So Extella has no friends in battle. What is it? You have something to say? Say it. Then get back to the cabin. When the time comes, I'll deploy you again. Your job is to restore mana. You understand that, prisoner? Prisoner. Prisoner or not, I am her master. I can channel mana and use command seals. Even if it's not exactly the same in her case, the principles are still similar. So maybe there's something I can do for the world. Not necessarily something heroic per se, but welcome back, my prisoner. You're safe. I'm sorry for using up so much of your mana. I tend not to hold back in a fight. From time to time, that may put too much stress on you. Please don't worry. I'll always leave you enough mana to live on. The outside me may seem intimidating. I'll try to be gentle. In fact, I'll make sure of it, okay? Your choice of words makes it sound like they're two different people. Everything about Hero Extella, especially in battle, is the opposite of her. Her expressions, her body language, even her tone of voice. But they both have that same divine look to them, even in those same red eyes. Her gentle manner stirs something inside of me, some small, hesitant feeling, even though I know she's an enemy monster. Maybe she and I should talk more. But the bits and pieces of my memory are warning me, saying I should fight, be suspicious of her, be afraid of her, do my duty. If I really have to become her master, I should try to control and subdue her any way I can. No, that would be wrong. No, I'll hold off. Ooh. No, no! Oh, I butterfingered it. Uh, balls. Yeah. All right. I'm really tired, so I'm probably just gonna call it here. Chapter 2, the ancient contract. So we'll just watch the cutscene later. Oh no.
この夢はいつ覚めるのか。ムーンセルより選ばれたルーラーとして、
I guess we're gonna be fighting John.
殺意も敵意もない女。立ち去れ。それ以上踏み込めば、私は容赦はしない。
I heard you defeated the King of Conquerors, but I didn't expect this much power from you. I suppose I should have. Vanguard of the Emerald Star, you who would steal humanity's future. I see. So you're the next top servant. The Holy Maiden, Jeanne d'Arc. Planning to save someone else's homeland? How futile. Quit before you make your last mistake. No, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to do it all in order. If I don't, it doesn't feel like there's a point. No? Oh shit. I'm sorry, I've disappointed you all. Sorry. John, I'm so sorry. You're about to get rocked. Like a hurricane. A hurricane of Altera. There we go. Oh my god, the animation on that sword looks so cool. Yugamashu. Yo, I picked up another. Oh, I can't wait to see what happens here. Oh, nothing happened. Lame. Yay! I screwed up the entire playthrough. So that'll happen. Let's get to my room. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed soon. Better time. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Peace.